Welcome. We are going to look at question 9 of WASSCE 2024 Further Mathematics Paper 2 Elective. Mathematics Elective Paper 2, question 9. Before we begin, kindly subscribe to this channel if you have not done so yet. Good. Thank you for showing your love for your subscription. So, question number 9. If f of x equal 2x squared plus 3x cubed plus bx plus q such that integral of f of x dx from 0 to 2 is 6 and the integral of f of x dx from -1 to 1 is -2. We have to find the values of p and q and the value of f prime of -2. So let's see how we'll go about it. So we have the function giving us f of x. We are integrating from 0 to 2 of this function. So we find the integral. When we integrate 2x squared, we get 2x exponent 3 over 3. Then 3x exponent 4 over 4. Ps squared over 2 plus qx. From 0 to 2. And this is supposed to give us 6. So we now have to substitute the limit. We plug in 2. So we get this substitution. Substitute 2. Then we have to substitute 0, and that will give us 0, because when you plug in 0 here, everything will be 0. So that will be equal to 6. So let's simplify this. We get 16 over 3. This will give us 12. This will simplify to 12. This will give us 2p. This will give us 2q equals 6. So we can now multiply through by 3. So we simplify further. We get 6p plus 6q is equal to 18 minus 16 minus 36. And that will give us -34. So let's call this equation 1 and continue with the second part. So we are going to get the same integral as this. For that to save our time. So from -1 to 1 of the given function, this time we are equating to -2. So we are obtaining the same integral when we integrate it. This time we fix in 1, and after that we fix in -1 as well. So the whole thing will be minus fixing -1. Let me evaluate it at 1 for the sake of space. So this will give us 3 over 4 to give us p over 2 minus q. So let's simplify the whole thing. It's supposed to be equal to -2. So when we simplify, we get 2 over 3, 3 over 4 plus 2 p over 2 plus q. Now when we expand here, we get negative becomes positive. Negative becomes positive. So we get minus 3 over 4 minus p over 2 plus q. And you can see these things cancelling out. And we simplify further. So we have -6 minus 4 equals 6q when we multiply through by 3. And this will simplify to give us q to be -5 over 3. So with q equal -5 over 3, we can now obtain p. So we substitute q equal -5 over 3 and simplify to get 6p equal -34 plus 10. So P will be equal to -4. Now we can fix in the value of Q and P to obtain f of x as this. Then we now differentiate to get f prime of x equal 4x plus 9x squared minus 4. And when we fix in the value of -2, we obtain f prime of -2 to be 24.